American Civil War was the most catastrophic war in American history. It started in 1861 and ended in 1865. It cost the lives of 600,000 Americans and cost $15.8 billion. The Civil War was doomed to happen as a result of Abraham Lincoln becoming president after the election of 1860. Because of this, South Carolina seceded along with 6 other Deep South states. They created the Confederate States of America and made Jefferson Davis their leader. The American Civil War officially started after the Battle of Fort Sumter, which the South ignited. This led to a series of many major battles to happen.
As a result of the Battle of Fort Sumter, 4 additional southern states seceded. This brought the total of the secessionist states to a total of 11. Of the 5 states that didn't secede, 3 of them, the most crucial, were Kentucky, Missouri, and Maryland.
The border states were states on the edge of the north and south border. They were slave states which yet hadn't seceded, and therefore were crucial to both the north and south. If they joined the South, the capacity of manufacturing would have doubled for the South.
The South had many advantages over the North during the war. For example, they had more skilled generals, and they just had to fight to a draw to win the war. However, the South had a slim chance of winning unless they got foreign help. The South thought that they would get foreign help because of their constant cotton trade with European nations. However, this was not true. European nations were not as dependent on southern cotton as they were before. This is because they had a surplus amount of cotton from before the war, and now nations such as India and Egypt had increased their cotton production, making them more reliable than the South. Since the Confederate States of America gave the states the power, Jefferson Davis did not have any power over the entire Confederacy. And on the Union side, President Lincoln would do anything it took, even unconstitutional things, in order to preserve the Union. The war was scarce. At first, there was a high amount of volunteers from the North and the South, but over time, that decreased. And also, as a result of the war, the economies of both the North and the South were damaged, especially the South because there was massive inflation due to the war. There were many conflicts and battles which arose during the war, such as the First and Second Bull Run, the 7 Days Battle, the battle at Vicksburg and Fredericksburg, the Battle of Antietam, and the Battle of Gettysburg. These all combined to be one of the most catastrophic wars in American history, the Civil War.
Due to the many battles, there were many political effects. On first hand, we see with Abraham Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation, the freeing of slaves in Confederate territory. In addition, the Democratic Party also split in two, with the War Democrats and Peace Democrats.
Lincoln was re-elected in 1864. However, shortly after, in 1865, just 5 days after Robert E. Lee had surrendered, Abraham Lincoln was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth. This was an impactful part of American history.
The Civil War was very impactful on American history, and led to the era known as Reconstruction.
Now it's time for our what if. What if the South had won the Battle of Antietam? The Battle of Antietam was a pivotal point in the Civil War. If the South had won, it would cause a dramatic change in the Civil War. The Battle of Antietam was very significant. The one major reason why the North had won it was because a clumsy Confederate soldier had dropped a packet of cigars on the floor. The packet of cigars was wrapped in Robert E. Lee's battle plans. Unionist soldiers found this and they used it to their advantage. But what if the Confederate soldier had wrapped the cigars in fake battle plans? The Unionist soldiers would find these battle plans and then use the wrong ones. Bring the Confederacy back!
What's wrong with you, man? What is this?
Bring the Confederacy back!
No,
I'm not crazy. I'm telling you.
You're insane.
I'm not crazy. I'll show you. That man was crazy, but I'll show him. I made a time machine just to go back in time and change history for my benefit. Back to the 1800s. I'm in Antietam in 1861, and I'm gonna show that man that I'm gonna bring the Confederacy back.
Plans. The North will never find out.
I'm a Union soldier, and I see the Confederate soldier in my sights. I'm gonna kill him. Hey, you! Come back here! What's this? Robert E. Lee's battle plans? General McClellan's gonna love this. General! I found the South's battle plan for the Battle of Antietam.
What?
Look, it's Robert E. Lee's battle plans.
Oh, good work. Now we're definitely gonna win this battle.
The Confederates should be coming any second now from due north. Hey, where are you guys coming from? I had your battle plans. You shouldn't be coming from here.
You're just playing dumb, man.
Stop.
As a foreign diplomat and representative of Britain and France, I'd like to inform you that the Confederate States of America have our full help in this war.
The Confederacy greatly appreciates your help, and we accept.
I'm a representative from the border states. I would like to inform you that we secede to the Confederate States of America. We hope you accept our secession.
We do, and we gladly welcome you to the Confederate States.
It's not gonna work. I can't draft this Emancipation Proclamation. We lost the Battle of Antietam. We lost the border states, and now the South has the help from foreign nations. I can't do this. The people are gonna hate me. First, we don't even win the war, and now I'm trying to free the slaves. It's not gonna work. I just got word that the Unionists have set up a blockade against the South. I can't stand by. I'm a British representative, and they're trying to put blockades on my sea. I need to go help them. We will destroy the blockades. I see the blockade ships. I will destroy them now. We did it! We destroyed the blockade ships. Now we can send reinforcements, supplies, and clothing to the South. We were gathered here in Richmond in 1863 to talk about a plan which would finally end the Civil War. What my plan is, since I'm Britain, we will come up from Canada and make our way down to Washington, D.C. You, the Confederacy, will start from the South and make your way up to Washington, D.C. From then on, we will start a total war for anything in our path, and then we're going to crush the Union.
Okay, that makes sense.
I see Washington, D.C. over there. This is our chance.
Let's go.
I surrendered. I think we did it. I see a white flag. The Union will leave you guys alone. You may continue being the Confederate States of America. You may have your own constitution, your own government, your own everything. We are two separate nations from now on. We will not interfere in your actions. You will not interfere in ours. Deal.
We are separate now.
In the actual timeline, since the North had won the Battle of Antietam, the South got no foreign help and got no help by the border states. This is because the border states had saw that the South had no chance of winning the war, and therefore did not want to secede because all they would do is lose the war. However, in our what if, since the South had won the Battle of Antietam, the border states saw that there's a chance the South would win the war and decided to secede. And also, foreign nations saw that the South had power and determination for winning the war, and therefore joined the South in defeating the North.